Hey, I'm Abdulkabir Sotannde. Today, I want to explain to us how to design this simple document using Microsoft Excel. Before we continue, there are a number of things I want us to observe here. This document has some borders around it. These are the lines we draw like table here. Another thing is there are some of these lines that are thicker than others. Another thing I want us to observe here is there are some text that we have turned to 90 degrees. So let us continue. How do we prepare this within a very short period of time? This is a new sheet where we want to prepare the document. The first thing we type here, let's just type serial number, then name. Now after name, we want to type the subjects like English. So let me just type English here. English. Now under English, I want to type CA. That's continuous assessment, which is over 30. Then I want to type exam, which is over 70. And after it is total, which is over 100. Now, having done this, I want this English to cover the three parameters here, the CA, exam, and total. So all I need to do is to select the three cells, then go to merge and center in order to merge the three cells and centralize the contents of the cell. So having merged the three cells have technically become one. So the next thing I want to do is to bolden the text I have just created. I select everything and click on bold. Now, having done this, so let us expand this because this is where our numbers, our names will be. So I want every thing I have at the heading, I want it to be centralized. So I select everything and click on center alignment. Now, under the numbering, I want to type numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. But what if I want computer to type it there automatically so that I will not need to type it myself? To achieve that, I will use what we call row formula. How do we write that? Just type is equal to row, open and close brackets. Then what number do I want to be here? I want number 1 to be here. But what row am I? I'm in row 3. So what I need to do is to subtract 2 from this row. So because we have row 1, row 2, row 3. So I want this one to be I want it to start with 1 because this is not the first row, but in my document I want it to be the first row. So I will now say -2, then press enter. So when I press enter, what do I have there? 1. So if I click on this tick handle, my cursor will turn to plus, then I drag down, so I have 2, 3, 4, and so on. That is that. Another thing is, what if I, for example, maybe this document is a continuous one. When we type somebody's name, I want the number to appear automatically. So what do? I will just come here and type and change edit the formula instead of leaving it as row, because this formula will make it appear, but I don't want it to appear. So I can say if this cell, cell B3, let me click on it. Oh, sorry, let me go back there. I need to open brackets. If open brackets cell B3 is not I can use anything. I can say if it is not empty, good. If it is not empty, comma, that is, then what should happen? If it is not empty, then this cell where I'm typing the formula should say 1. So if it is not empty, then this formula row -2 should be executed. Otherwise, what should happen? This cell should be empty. then press enter key. Let me explain again. I said if this B3 this place, if it is not empty, then this one should execute this formula. And what does the formula do? It writes 1 here. But if it is empty, this cell, which is A3, should be empty. That is the meaning of this formula. And that is the reason why we cannot see the 1 that we have here. If I want that 1 to display, I just type something here. That is, this cell will not be empty. I hope that is clear. Now we can drag this to whichever number we want. Maybe we are thinking that, okay, our students cannot be more than 100 or they cannot be more than 200. So, excuse me. So we can drag it to our number of choice. Let me just stop at 60 here. So we cannot see anything here because there are nothing here under name. Can you see where I type this? We have number 9. So that is how to make the numbering appear automatically. Now, I haven't done that. So we have our CA, we have exam, we have total. Now that I have names here, that is why we can have the number appearing. If I should type any other name, let's say Sunday Lawal, so you discover that the number will increase to 21. So that is how to write the serial number automatically. Now the next thing is to fill this this subject, which is English. So we can fill it with the scores of students or the numbers that we want to put there, because if we are students, we just want to learn how to prepare this within a very short period of time. So the next thing is to create border around our document. Excuse me. So I want to create border. You select everything where you want the border to be. You come to the home tab, select this, or you can come to this small button and select border here. So when you select border here, then click on the outline and the inside border, say OK. So when you do that, your work has border, but I want the thicker border to be at the beginning and at the end of, to round that single subject. I can just come here and look at thick outside border. The same thing I can do it here in this box. All I need to do is to click on, no, it's not this, so click on border, sorry, you go to border, then you can select it here. Let me say I select this one, it is thicker than others, then I want it to be outline. Now click on outline, then it can say OK. So you discover that this the border of the subjects under English will be thicker than others. Then I haven't done that, I want the same thing to appear here. So I select it, I come here, I can even select it here, more borders, click on it here again, then say outline. OK. So when you do that, you have achieved that. So the next thing to do is to ensure that what happens here, I want it to happen to English, to mathematics and other subjects. Let's check how many subjects we have here. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 subjects. So we can make this, all what we have done here, we can make it repeat for 7 times. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come in. So now you can now fill the subjects here. Here we are. Now I've filled the subjects. I fill the others with the required subjects I want to be there. So the next thing is for us to fill the scores. So having created this, we can now continue to fill our scores. In the next video, I will show how we can